get you, like, send a link.
This is the Woodford RK-SHL repair kit for the Model S3 yard hydrant. So on the front of the package here, it's kind of hard to see, but it will have that list of parts that the package will include, as well as that little picture breakdown there of all the parts. So we'll go ahead and get everything out of the package here. So it'll come with the 3 hex nuts here, the cam or clevis assembly, the upper and lower link assembly, and then come with the 2 link bolts and the lever bolt. So we'll go ahead and take a couple measurements of each part in the kit here, starting with that cam and clevis assembly, which is kind of hard to measure because of all the kind of bits and pieces of it. So we'll try to get a total length from the longest part, so from here to the end here. See, that measures right at about 3 inches. And we can get an outside diameter down here at the bottom. See, that measures right at 1 inch. And then that little hole there measuring right at 1/2 inch. And then the upper link assembly, you can get a total length of that. It measures right at about 2 1/4 or 2 3/4. Then we can also just measure from the bottom of the threads here to the end of the assembly, and that will measure right just above 1 inch. And then we can measure the lever bolt, which is the longest of the 3, which they're all got that hex head on. So we can start with a total length of the bolt, and that'll measure right at 1 3/4 inches. And then get an outer diameter of that hex head as well, measuring right at 1/2 inch. Then we can measure the link bolts, which the link bolts will measure pretty much the exact same. So we'll get a total length right at 1.5 inches, and then the outer diameter of that hex head as well of right about 1/2 inch. And then last but not least, we'll measure that lower link assembly. We'll get a total length. That'll measure right at 2 inches. And then an inner and outer diameter down here at the bottom. So an outer diameter of right about 3/4 inch. And then the inner diameter measuring right at 1/2 inch. Yeah, so once again, this is the Woodford RK-SHL repair kit for the Model S3 yard hydrant.